Hello. I'm out in nature today. I'm with the mother. So Mother Gaia is gonna help guide this reading today. Can you hear the water? There's a creek right next to us. It's very relaxing. There's a train going as well. All the things are here. All the sounds. I just got an interesting smell. I forget what that's called. It's like one of the voyants. It'll come to me. But maybe you're tapping into the different clair. Oh, it's the clairs. So voyant is like knowing, I think. Clairvoyant is like an inner knowing, like a psychic knowing. Clairaudience is hearing, like when you hear something as confirmation, or there's like a message there. What is the smell? I can't think of it. Maybe it starts with an O. Odorous. But yeah, you're tapping into these messages from the earth and Mother Gaia, and the messages that she is giving to us all the time. We're in constant communication with the earth, the world. And this is a gift. This is a gift that you can use, that once you tap into, it's free guidance, free great guidance, free divine guidance. A plane. It's a bird, it's a plane. It's Mother Gaia, okay? And so many people have this gift. I think every human can tap into this. It's just, do you know it's there? Are you practicing it? There's a beautiful blue butterfly accompanying us today as well. And she's gorgeous. And I just saw a video. It was like, are blue butterflies important right now? Are you seeing them? Well, she's here right now. And so I get the Knight of Cups. And so yeah, this just gives me the vibes of like, you're tapping in to this water part of yourself, this like emotionally tuned part. And you're holding it close. You're practicing it. And his eyes are closed in this. And so, yeah, he doesn't need to see with his physical eyes. I mean, like he does eventually, but like to understand and to see, like truly see the truth within a situation, he just needs his cup, his spiritual, emotional attunement, and see the reflection in there. Then we get the Knight of Wands. So you're combining this emotional nature with your passion as well. And maybe this is becoming a passion for you. This like spiritual attunement. And once you practice it, you can get good. You can get real good. And you can share it with others. And it becomes fun. And maybe like you're growing a community out of this. Like people who are tapped into this understanding. You're finding your people who are also on this wavelength. And you guys are coming together. you're coming together and creating like a force to be reckoned with. And the dragon, so this Knight of Wands is on a dragon, and that the dragon is also a very spiritual animal. It's so like you hear like the stories about slaying your dragons, and so not only are like the little messages, like the little conversations we hear and the smells and all of this, like little messages, but like the things we go through that are causing us like, you know, stress and agony, like these are the big messages. Like these are the main, what your soul is trying to tell you, like what you have to address immediately. Like, okay, it's causing physical pain. That's a whole other thing as well. What is behind the physical pain? Because sometimes it is just physical. Like we operate on all these different levels, and it's not all the time going to be like a spiritual origin. Sometimes it's just physical, but sometimes it is like a manifestation of something deeper, something psychological, spiritual. And then also sometimes psychological things and spiritual things can have a physical root. So it's just, you know, up-leveling your discernment and just acknowledging that there are these different levels that we're operating on, and being willing to address and look at all of them and how they harmonize with each other and integrate with each other. Yeah, I feel like the spiritual has really been left out of the conversation, of the healing conversation, at least in the West, for so long. Like all these other countries are tapped in, like on the East and India and China, like they're tapped into the energy. Us in the West, man, we're just slow. We're young, we're babies, so we just gotta figure it out. But maybe that's what you're here to help do. Maybe you're here to help, like with this community, bring forth this awareness of the different energy bodies to America. Well, just like the West in general, the Occidental tradition. Any other messages? And with this healing, we've been so far removed from like the sacred. Like healing is just one of them, but like, I mean, chemistry used to be like alchemy, which had like meaning. Astronomy, it became astronomy, but it used to be astrology, like with all these cool meanings, and that's coming back. Like that is coming back big. But yeah, pharmacology used to be, you know, with the herbs and like herbology and like these different meanings involved, and like embracing the earth and using the earth as a friend that helps us and is here to help us heal, and we're here to help it heal and work together. And we've just, you know, grown in such a weird way of like extracting only the important stuff and throwing out the rest, and putting it into pills that are it's more separate than ever from its roots, the earth itself. And so I think we're coming back to that as well, like really befriending the earth in all her ways and all the ways she talks to us through her specific plants and like spiritually. Yeah, so the earth is big too. So thanks mama, we love you, we really do. And then the Six of Cups is here once again. I feel like she has been active in at least half of my readings. And so maybe like this does talk about like how the way like you're reminiscing on old times, but maybe it's talking about like we like in the context of this reading that when we look back on those old ways of using medicine and like being in the world as like something that's alive and something that we communicate with and live in the context of, and are constantly in relationship with, rather than just a thing that we use to our benefit. And like, yeah, maybe we're going back to that, like thinking about the old and like reminiscing on the old and acting with that type of intention, that type of relationship. We can bring it back. We can bring that type of living back. I mean, we need it. We need it. So like, we have to, and we will. And that's what we're doing. There's this writer and like psychologist and just a cool guy. I didn't know him, but his name is Martin Buber, and he had this idea called the I-thou relationship, and he originally talks about it with people. It's like an I-thou versus an I-it with your relationship with others, whatever that other may be. But I like to think of this I-thou relationship with the world, and the earth and the world around me as not just an it that I exist in. It also exists just as much as me, but way more than I do. It's way more conscious than I am. I just got here. This earth has been, and this universe has been here for, you're telling me that it's not conscious, that it is not tapped into consciousness and intelligence in ways that we just can't understand? But we can. If we become tapped in to that possibility and like befriend it and act as in relationship to it in that way, it shows us that it's our friend, and it's constantly talking to us and communicating with us. And yes, this borderlines on mental illness and like schizophrenia and what, like, oh, like they're talking to me, the voices. No, this is different. This is like messages, divinely guided messages. And those type of mental illnesses come before you have developed an ego, like a healthy ego. So as much as they're like, kill your ego, like, sure, but you do need a healthy ego at the end of the day to, you know, make decisions that are rooted in yourself and like have a strong sense of self. But also, we need a relationship with the world as well. It's not just us. That's too egoic. That's when it's like, it's not just you. You live with the earth. With the earth. The earth is a conscious being. Like, all this life produced from the earth, of course it's conscious. Of course there's an intelligence in the way that tree has just formed. There's a knowing there. And it can give us guidance back to our nature if we talk to it and listen to it and befriend it. Them. Her. Whatever. But yeah, she's a friend. She's a good friend, and she's so wise and has so much medicine within her, and we're sick because we've lost touch with that, and so we're coming back. And if you can do it, and I can do it, and we can do it, then we can do it. Anything else? And so it takes work. It's not just, you believe it and now it's here. Like, we also have to take action and like put forth physical efforts into our 3D reality. So talk about it. That's one thing, like spreading the information, but also like incorporating it into our daily lives and like putting in the time and like the effort to learn. Let's learn about the plants. Let's learn about, the animals and the natural and our bodies. Like, let's take the time to learn these things so we can really talk about it and act with both wisdom and knowledge. Because it does take both. And this is what you're doing. You are putting in the spiritual work, the physical work, the emotional work, and you're doing it every day. And that's what it takes. No little, no less. Just one step every day, and being consistent, you know. And to be consistent, we have to have the energy to be able to be consistent, to put forth towards this work. And to have the energy, you have to be in a balanced state, which is, it almost sounds circular, like I'm putting in this work to reach a balanced state, but I have to be in a balanced state to do the work. But you have to have the energy, and you have to be, 'cause if you're, at a job that drains you, you'll never have energy or time to be able to put forth towards this. So I'm not saying quit your job, but, make rituals and practices for you. And like, you better than anyone, and you know what you can handle. But yeah, having these rituals that reset our energy will allow us to make room for energy towards this work. Yes. Ooh, I'm getting numb. I gotta move. Ooh. All right. That's gonna be it. Thank you for tuning in. And thank you, Mother Gaia, for supporting this reading.